My name is Tim Palmer. I fly a Jodel DR1050 out of this farm strip in East Anglia.
Well, I thought it might be a little bit bumpy in the valley. It's not too bad, it's good visibility. I put one camera on. I'm not going to go anywhere. I haven't flown for 2-3 weeks. And sometimes it's just important to get a flight in. But although we are not too bad over there to the east, I know that we've got weather coming in across the top there. In fact, I can see rain down there by Danbury. I did want to basically get back into the air, one, and two, what I wanted to do is I did want to check that trimmer. I don't know whether I should cut this little bit of film in with the section where the trimmer went funny in that flight with John, but we have done some work on it. It needed quite a lot of cleaning. It had been cleaned for the permit, but obviously not as well as I should have done. But I got nose down, definitely. And I got nose up, definitely. And if I point it at myself, because the handle is upside down from a previous hiccup, then it's not too bad. But I've got rain on the windscreen now. I don't really want to fly in a lot of rain.
Fully one way. And then fully the other way. Yeah, that's about the middle, yeah. Keep going up the other way. Yeah. That's about it, is it? Okay, back to neutral.
Another reason why I came out today is the fact that they said that we are going to have now several days of rain. So really it's a matter of me wanting to get a flight in. But I don't know whether that camera is going to pick it up, but that is heavy rain down to the ground and it's coming this way. And basically I would want to get the aircraft back in the hangar prior to that lot coming through, but I will head in that direction for a while and then just see what sort of time span we've got. Thing to do with all of this is to make sure you've got nothing coming in behind you either. My little mirror is sort of saying there isn't anything. Because we turned this trimmer upside down, you actually push the lever up in order to trim down. Yeah, there's no point, I don't think, in getting any closer, because we know what we're going to find when we get there. So I'll make a turn over Birch. I don't know whether you'll see it. If I point the nose down just a little bit, you might. But that was the old Second World War. I think it was basically used as a satellite. But I'll have to cut in some information about that one.
The cost of constructing a Class A standard airfield during the Second World War was in the region of 1 million, a massive financial investment considering that 15 such airfields were planned for Essex alone. Furthermore, a considerable amount of very valuable farmland, vital for the war effort, had to be given up, beside the large labour force that had to be devoted to the construction programme. In the light of this, and with the benefit of hindsight, the Birch airfield turned out to be a colossal waste of money, time and other valuable resources. No wartime airfield in East Anglia, or perhaps the rest of the country, was so underutilised as Birch. For virtually the whole of its existence, its runways lay idle and sadly devoid of aircraft.
Right, we'll leave that rain. Just for old time's sake, and pre-Sky Demon, I'll fly the old route in, which is basically follow the A12, and there's quite a lot of roads that go over the top of it, but we're looking for, after the Blue Bridge, which is coming up now, we're looking for a road that goes under. I mean, it is rather pointless because I can see the airfield now. Actually, it is the next junction after the Blue Bridge. Clear in the turn. Over the junction. It was interesting having that meeting with the power cable people. How the new power line from Norwich to Tilbury is going to pass virtually underneath where we are now, going through the top of Hawksley, but the section in front of the airfield, and it's not because of the airfield, is going to be buried. And that is where a section of the Dedham Vale area of outstanding natural beauty, sort of fixes it as an underground piece of cable. But yeah, it will seem rather strange, although having said that, the consultation process is in its early stages. And what they are saying is, if it gets passed through all of the stages without any problem, then it will still not be ready until 2030. And goodness knows what's going to happen in the meantime. That's a lovely little valley, isn't it? There's hardly anything to see for it. Yet it always gives us a fair amount of interesting conditions. Nayland traffic, Golf Alpha Yankee Echo Hotel, final Nayland traffic. Oh, when we came through the valley to take off, it was all over the place, so I'm expecting it to do the same on the way back through. But you never can tell. That was a crosswind is now a tailwind. Well, basically what we did this morning was I put the new card in the pilot aware. But in order to make it work, you had to write down all of the configurations from the previous one, which is what I was doing on that pad. Then take the disc out and replace it with the new one. And then we went and had a cup of tea for half an hour in order to give that time to boot up. And then when we came back, I reconfigured. So we had the hope to go to Kitty Hawk, but the weather between here and Kitty Hawk is not good, and it's not been good all the time, and it's now about 2:30.
Right.
So it's really a bit too late to get down there.
Yeah.
But having said that, you can't miss out on a chance of having a little bit of a fly around. Nice chunk of big cloud here. I mean, there's cloud all over the place today. Yeah. I should go for the greyness underneath it just for a while.
Yeah.
I think I've got, what, 500 feet, do you reckon, beneath that? Or is that slightly less than that?
I don't know, to be honest.
Sometimes difficult to judge, but I don't like scud running, really. But what is rather nice is, you know, now I can trim and basically fly this all on the trimmer.
Right, that's good.
So as I say, that's all been done on the trimmer.